Once you okay, once we have the recording button, then only start. Okay, okay, please start.
Good morning, Sushil sir and our dear friends. Today we, Group 1, Riva Grivani Aikorna are going to present a PPT about civil engineer. Civil engineer create, improve, protect the environment in which we live. They plan, design and oversee construction and maintenance of building structure and infrastructure such as roads, railways, airports, bridges, harbors, dams, irrigation projects, power plants and water and sewage systems. Generally, civil engineer falls into two types: consulting engineers and constructing engineers. Cons- Consultants are responsible for the design work of project and work predominantly in an office. Constructors then take the design and implement them during the construction. Depending on whether you are a constructor or consultant, work activities can include undertaking technical and feasibility studies, including the site investigation, using a range of computer software for developing detailed designs, undertaking complex calculation, ensuring projects run smoothly and infrastructure are completed within budget and on time, ensure resolving design and development problems, ensuring projects run smoothly and structures are completed within budget and on time, managing budget and project resources.
Skills are important as people will know how to work properly and professionally, and you become more clear and nice about the job. Key skills of civil engineering are as follow: sound sound mathematical, scientific and IT skills, the ability to think methodically and to manage projects, problem solving skills, ability to work to deadline and within budget, ability to maintain an overview to entire project while continuing to attend to detailed technique.
Arno.
Education qualification for civil engineer. Uh, the degree that they need is a bachelor's in civil engineering and master's in civil engineering. Minimum qualification is uh, 12 and grade 12, uh, gr-
These are the picture that shows about civil engineering.
Thank you. Hope you got some knowledge about civil engineer.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry that I forgot to turn off the mic.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Can we do after this? I'm having some trouble.
You don't want to do right now. That's what you mean. Okay. After some time, I think the others have written there.
Yes, sir.
I'll go to the next group after this. Next group after this is after Omrat. Omrat, you can be ready, but don't so right now. Okay, just get ready before. So you will go according to serial what we have written over there. You can write it in the chat box itself also, so that the other group can immediately get ready. It's based on presentation, but before that, let's just give some few feedbacks of what they have done. Not too long as well. So they did about civil engineer. All of you go to page number 10. Okay, can you see read the book, page number 10, civil engineer? And if, is there anything that you don't understand in that paragraph? Ask immediately right now within like 1 minute. Maybe it may take time for you to read that out. Read that once, civil engineer from the book. Rather than just finishing the presentation, we have to just continue with the topics also. Okay, question for you based on this is, There are no any specific exact question for civil engineer only. So all the questions are generally written. Okay, any question in civil engineer for you?
No, sir.
Okay, I think it's very clear. And one feedback for this time, see on this screen. So let us try to go according to what is the instruction. Okay, paired reading, paired summarizing. So that was the activity, but we couldn't make too many pairs. We were more than a pair. Okay. So in this, you have to all work together to to write down a summary. Please summarize the contents of the book and keep relevant pictures accordingly. So pictures, how many pictures were there? It's just to reflect. Okay, we have to reflect. If we keep on going this way without reading the instructions, then although we'll be learning, but the instructions will not be clear. And then when the instructions are not followed during exam also, we tend to get no marks at times. For now, I will be giving for some time at least, but exam, it's not in my hands. Like you write different answer and I cannot accept that at all. Still now it's in my hands. Okay, just to accept it. Okay, so you have to keep relevant pictures and summarize the content. Okay, can you see on page number 10, civil engineer, how many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines. So then maybe you have to try to summarize that in 2 lines. Was it a summary? Okay, no. Yes.
Sir, it's not possible to summarize like civil engineer or any other engineer in 2 lines, right? Because
Okay,
there
how much
we
is
need to
possible?
unpack a
No,
lot.
it's how much is possible. Just try to summarize. If it's not possible, then just explain the same thing in your own words. Then, not one, but somewhat try to summarize how much is possible. Because every time if we keep on presenting, then your time will go. If we go in depth, it is very good that we do in depth research also. But for this time, the title was telling a summary. I mean, summary. Although I've given you for this time also excellent marks, okay. But from next time, let's not do that, okay. For this time, everyone's presentation I'll accept. But from next time, let's try to see what is written in the instruction exactly. Let's try to follow the instructions. Let's get into this habit. Is that clear? I know you're learning a lot by doing in-depth research, and your burden also increased. It could have finished in like 10 minutes. You took almost 1 hour for that presentation because you had to prepare it, isn't it? Okay, so let's try to summarize those things. Now, next group. So you can see it was more than what we needed for our objectives. So thank you so much to Riva and Rivani and Karna. That was really hard work. So it's more than enough. That's what I've been trying to say. I really appreciate your hard work a lot. But I'm only trying to just say, just try to see what is the instructions normally, okay? If not, then we will have a habit of not following the instructions clearly, and that's one important thing to follow later in life as well, just to see the instruction and go exactly according to the objective of the instruction. Okay. Okay. Now next group. But I'm very happy to see those presentation. Okay, like it really elaborated so much. Next group, which there Omrat.
Sir is trying to, yeah, sir.
Yeah, he's trying to present, but I was presenting. That was the problem. Okay.
Good morning, Susil sir and everyone. Today we are here to summarize aeronautical engineer.
An aeronautical engineering designs, develops, and produces an aircraft and spacecraft.
Aeronautical engineers work with aircraft. They are involved primarily in designing aircraft and systems and in studying the aerodynamic performance of aircraft and construction materials.
British aeronautical engineers of all time are Neil Armstrong, Alan Marks, Wether von Braun, George Kelly, and many more.
Aeronautical engineer is one of the difficult branches as compared to other engineering branches. You should be clear in numerical and also strong in analytics as physics is the main subject in aeronautical engineer.
An aeronautical engineer earns the average salary in India between rupees 5 to 6 lakhs per year. They have a great chance to work in the government sector ISRO. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. So yes, that was clear to, I think, most of them, to understand about what is aeronautical engineer. And like when you research also, you tend to learn more, okay, rather than a teacher just giving a small mini lecture. So you can see aeronautical in terms of like spacecraft, aircraft, and they give various examples and they give the scope to some extent, so that the main objective is to motivate you also to undertake any of these professions, okay, any of this occupation. So they research themselves and they explain very well. So in this group we had Malika. Can you show your names in the screen, like who were involved there? Because I have to see sometimes 2-3 places because I'm grading at the same time. Malika was there, and then Vaibhavi was there, and then
Umrat and Dipsal.
Umrat and Dipsal. Umrat and then Dipsal. Okay. Okay. Now next, are you showing that on the screen right now? Okay, fine. It's fine. You don't have to show now. Next, any problem in understanding aeronautical engineer?
No, sir.
Right now, I'm just asking as a formality at least, okay, minimum. Later on to check out, I will be asking open-ended question once most of the presentation are over. Okay, now next topic.
So can we do or
Sir, can we?
express group?
Yes, yes.
Oh my god.
Can we?
Okay, please do
You
it,
don't
Prasad.
need to shout. We can hear you.
Normally, I am not happy with those groups who are not trying to present at all in the deadline day, like trying to just pass time, not to make sure like that day you're not able to present. Then only that creates a main problem. But once we're going at first, we'll of course get little extra credit, and after that, if there's too much gap, then there will be a difference in marks, because that shows they're not ready. Okay, yes.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
So, good morning, everyone. So, I'm here to present about mechanical engineer. Introduction: mechanical engineer is the person who tries to control motion, force, and energy through combination of human and other resources in the development of mechanical solutions. Mechanical engineers also design, develop, build, and test mechanical and thermal sensors and devices. It is a branch of engineering that involves in the design, production, and operation of machinery. The qualification needed to become a mechanical engineer is we are required to have a we have to complete a degree in engineering with major in mechanical engineering. We need to complete a bachelor in the field of engineering. You need more technical knowledge, management skills, and designing skills for this profession. Now I would like to tell my friend Jenny to tell something about this slide.
Mechanical engineers typically do the following things: analyze problems to see how mechanical and thermal devices might have solved the problem, design or redesign mechanical and thermal devices using analysis and computer-aided designs, develop and test the prototypes of devices they design, analyze the test results and change the design as needed, oversee the manufacturing process for the device.
So these are some images on mechanical engineers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you see your book? Go to mechanical engineer. Okay, just read that out quickly from your book, because the minimum we have to finish what is in the book as well. Is there anything that you didn't understand in the book? we have to be out of the box also. We have to stick with the curriculum's objectives as well. Okay, so mechanical engineer, you can see there are terms relating to physics, motion, force, and energy. So which you really need to understand what you've been studying in physics and grade 8 to some extent might help you understand what is motion, what is a force, what is energy, these terms in physics of science. Because they will be working based on this uh, based on the application of all this physics into that. Okay, now next.
Sir, can we go?
Yes. And during presentation, try to include more pictures which are meaningful, okay, to
Sir,
most of the
is
time.
my screen visible?
Yeah, your entire screen is visible.
Oh, okay, sir. Hello, everyone. This is our presentation on architecture engineer. So I would like to call my friend Jagriti to start our presentation. Jagriti?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, sir, my internet has been a bit,
No, it's fine.
qualification. Okay. Architecture engineering. Architectural engineering, also known as building engineering or architecture engineering, is an engineering discipline that deals with the technological aspects and multidisciplinary approach to planning, design, construction, and operation of buildings, such as analysis and integrated design of environmental systems. They apply the latest scientific knowledge and technologies to the design of buildings.
Architecture engineering as relatively new licensed profession emerged in 20th century as a result of rapid technology development. Architecture engineering has a well-established educational requirement that are usually fulfilled by completion of university programs. To be an architecture engineer, you need to have math as the main subject and mathematics engineering for duration of 5 years. The Bachelor of Architecture, also known as BRCH, program of Tribhuvan University is 5 years and 10 semesters program. Four Engineering College of Nepal offer a BRCH course with application from Tribhuvan University. The total number of BRC seats at Tribhuvan University is 175.
Career option. As an artisan, you may choose to go into journal participants or specialize in commerce, historical building conservation, housing renovation, industrial or institutional development. Anywhere in the world, some of the major associated with work of an artist are building design and development, graphic design, interior design, etc.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Architecture engineering. Can you see your book's page number 11 and can you read that once on what is in the book and ask relevant questions accordingly? Just read it yourself once because it will help you to remember based on what they presented. And do you think most of these things were covered and you understood or not? Also read out and then you can ask questions. Okay, do we have any questions for that? See the book, okay? Like any questions from the book? Anything that you didn't understand about architect, like they presented also, because like if they have presented very well, then also most of the things will be also clear, but doesn't mean that you don't ask any question. You can ask questions directly. They will also try to help, and I'll also be helping out. Okay, another group. Is there any group left? Okay, any other groups left? Please turn on your camera. I don't know how it goes automatic off like cameras some of the time. At least like I know you have been like participating because you and your group comes. But today in one group's presentation, I was wondering if that person spoke or not. Out of like in mechanical engineer, out of Geet and Reha, did they present? Did they speak anything? Zenes and yeah, because I was evaluating at the same time, and how to give them presentation marks when you don't even speak anything. Every time, like it's not group marks, although it's a group work. I need to also see how you're presenting. Like, if not, like I cannot just give average marks every time. I need to see how you're doing, how much you're improving in presentation. Like even when Riva is presenting and when Divan is presenting, their marks might be little difference. All the project works might be similar. Okay, presentation might be different marks. Like at times I can understand when it's very short, you can't divide four. And I might leave it blank, but afterwards I will see your average and okay. Any next group, please try to present, okay? Because I'll be looking at your presentation and evaluating individually as well.
Sir.
Okay. Next, yes, Digas.
Sir, like we are not ready.
No, okay, no. Those were among those who are ready. I'm just trying to ask because we don't want to take our time by telling that right now. Still waiting for people. I want to make sure like you're engaged 40 minutes fully, 40 minutes full engagement without like in some product of this discussion like who is ready first, and those who are not ready to automatically it gets extended to the next next day. If we were not able to finish within that class, you were lucky, okay? But other times like there's enough time and you're not ready, then no marks. I'll just wrap it up because we cannot be taking that topic for the next week. We have to meet deadlines, okay? But for this time it's fine. How many groups didn't present today? Okay, so far based on what we presented today, is there any confusion? You will get few questions to comprehend from the book itself so that you understand that as well. Okay, thank you so much. Those who have not presented, I'll give you next class to present immediately at first, but you will not be wasting time by showing technical problem like last class in social studies, okay? Someone who is better, you have to present quickly. Like we keep on waiting, and then it goes like, just try to see who can really do it quickly among your group. It's a group work, teamwork, okay? One can help in presenting also. That's project marks are almost similar to everyone. Only when there's a different feedback saying someone is not helping at all, then only that person might get difference in the marks. Or even no credit, okay? If there's whole team saying the help was not given at all. Later on, like it will be reflected like among your group members who have not been contributing at all. It is more democratic values, okay? Group decision. Work as a group and come up with a time within the group. Like if 5 of you, like 4 of you say you'll meet on this day, then meet at that time. Don't just tell only your personal time, but you can try to see to make sure all of them are happy with that time also. But from my side, I always told 4 o'clock from my side, right? For now, it's just to make sure I don't get confused. If I start changing my time, then I'll start getting confused with too many schedules. Is that clear? Okay, thank you so much. Take care and please see the questions in the Google Classroom relating to what topics we covered today, okay? Okay, thank you.
Sir.